Happy Friday to ya. Happy Friday, TCFAM. It is Friday and we're celebrating. TCFAM Gives Back this weekend. We're in Kansas City, Missouri. I know y'all saw us like really late last night, like 1 in the morning or midnight or whatever. And now you're seeing us in Kansas City because...
And I'm not going to show out tonight because we don't even have any cards.
Y'all, she was so shamed today. She was like, I'm too shamed to just get on there.
I said, I should have told the TC fam to tell me to be sweet.
And they didn't. But she was like, baby, I forgot I was on live. I shouldn't have said that.
A pretty girl.
Laurita said
it's okay.
See, baby,
okay.
We know your heart. See, mahogany said. You know, that's her favorite word.
Y'all just be moving.
No, we're really kind of tired tonight, though, so we're not going to be on long. But we're like,
Pookie
you know
32.
What? We got to roll up in here.
Sarah.
That includes every aspect. Yvonne said, "We love you."
Thank you.
Hi, EK.
Guys, you just won't even believe how we have this phone hooked up. Baby, open your phone. I want to show them the picture.
I think we post it on the story. Make them go back and look at it.
Okay, we're going to post it and show you.
We're early tonight. That's because we're going to be going.
Yes, because we're going to go night.
Because we're volunteering at 8. We have to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So we got to go early. We got to go night early. And plus, we were up really late last night. So
he said they still love me.
Of course, baby. Who won Uno?
It wasn't C. Oh, C did
Yeah,
win. I was
won
thinking
one.
spades.
One.
No, it was I won one and Corey won one.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys
we
didn't win. Yeah. But then spades.
But the day before that?
I don't know what happened.
My baby's hitting a little rough patch. She never really loses like that. She may lose 1 every 5 games. 6, maybe. She lost
6 or something.
Out of 6. No. Maybe it's okay.
No, I won. I think my percentage was 39 or something.
Yeah, it was low.
Percent.
It was really low.
But that's really super low.
You turned the air off, didn't you?
I didn't. I turned it down. I turned it down.
Hi. So what are y'all
Today
up to?
we have on the same lip color.
We
Stay
are both
Wild.
wearing Maybelline Super Stay.
It just looks
340.
different on us.
It looks orangish on me, and it looks like deep red on her. Baby.
4 out of 11 for the record. Mary, thank you. She's coming with the receipts.
When will the last live be up on YouTube, you guys? I am so behind on uploading YouTube lives, like at least 5. But this weekend, maybe we can.
Maybe this weekend.
We'll do 1 or 2.
Yeah.
We'll try. Well, at least 1 for sure. We'll try to do 2. Yeah. So, good to see you guys. So, tell us something good, you all. Tell us something that you're really excited about. Good news. Something you're grateful for.
I can tell what I'm grateful for. I am grateful that we were able to spend the week with the TC fam.
Every single day. You guys, we've gone live all week long. Let's recount what we've done. We had a 7-hour spade tournament.
We sure did. Yeah, that was
We cooked.
tough.
We retold our story. We played Uno, the 2 of us. We played Uno and spades last night. We did affirmations. We did gifts. We did little questions, like how well do you know us questions. We did the cooking live. We got 1 million likes 3 times. Orange Hoodie, thank you for reminding us, Mel. And thank you and Mo for modding for us. You're going to high school soon. Congratulations.
Employee of the month, Corny Aspen.
Oh, that's awesome,
That's
Aspen.
so us.
Congrats.
So awesome.
Congrats.
Getting married tomorrow.
Congratulations, Carly.
I love that.
You planned and coordinated your 4th graduation as senior sponsor. Now, Callie, I know that's a lot of work. And a little stressful, isn't it, too? Congratulations.
Y'all's niece just got out of the hospital. Are
Trisha?
we besties? Well, we are. We're besties that are married.
I'm grateful to be in Houston with TCFAM for our
Yes.
Give Back. You guys, we just need to tell you all about this particular movement.
Don't move.
Hold
it's
on.
just I needed to sit up straight.
Baby, I'm just trying to get my little stuff
get myself together.
Let
I
me-
know, me too.
Sit
You
on each
graduated
other's-
as a CAD designer?
Ooh. Speaking my baby's language.
Besties that are current wives. Just married my wife. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you guys.
I love it.
Ooh,
World Pride.
Oh my gosh, I heard World Pride is going to be lit. Now, I think, who did I know? Oh, Dochi's going to be there. Dochi, is that how you pronounce her name? She's going to be there. And then so is Cynthia Arrivo's going to be there. It's going to be really, really big. Have a great time and be safe.
Just graduated 8th grade. Received a permanent position at a new job.
Aaliyah, bye, girl.
What'd Aaliyah do?
She wants attention. My band got our show music for marching band. I'm so excited. Congratulations.
Yes, we do use Revit. Revit? Does she use Revit? It's CAD, Revit, SketchUp.
Oh, I was like, what is that?
It's a program.
Oh, is that what, what's her name uses?
Maria.
Oh.
That's what we did Beverly
Go,
in.
baby. I love it. You got your internship to master's program in social work. Man, we got just badasses in the TC fam. You're off work from school, summer break. I know you are happy it's summer. Sam's close to finishing paramedic school.
That's right, Mac. She said, I
Oh,
got my
Mac,
girls
I
in
know.
town.
You guys, let's talk about that because, you want to just kind of launch into TCFAM Gives Back this weekend?
Jazzy said, me and my baby gave back today. Did you see the video?
No.
I reposted it on our
I
story.
need to know. I need to
so
see.
sweet.
I need to see. You want to talk about TCFAM Gives Back?
Yes,
Go
of
ahead,
course.
baby. Go.
No, go ahead.
No.
Baby, go ahead.
Y'all, it's our anniversary this weekend of the TC fam, celebrating 2 years of our online community. And one thing that we really wanted to have as a part of our anniversary is really like launching a global day of service or days, whatever. And that is that across the world, around the world, that members of our community will volunteer and that will give back in their community today, tomorrow, Sunday, and wear your t-shirt if you have your t-shirt. We brought ours. Tag us, make pictures, show pictures, post pictures, videos, tag us, and use the hashtag TCFAM Gives Back. We want to really show this movement this weekend. We have 2 volunteer activities planned this weekend. And you guys, we were talking about the importance of this and why this is so important. One of the things I've always really believed is that you are blessed to be a blessing to others. And if you don't have to have money to volunteer. You don't have to donate money. You can donate time. You can donate resources. Those are things that you can donate as well. And so we really just wanted to inspire and encourage people to give back to others, whether it's an hour or 2 hours. And so that's what really kind of prompted this weekend. Houston is doing something really special. You want to talk about?
Asha Simone said, I want to volunteer in Houston. There's a whole group of TC fam in Houston.
Okay, Asha Simone.
So,
who
you
should
guys
you reach out to?
I'm thinking
Latricia
Mac,
or Mac,
Latricia, Trisha, Yvonne. There are lots of people that are there.
Asha, would you do us a favor and send an IG message or an email to us, and we'll connect you with Mac.
Mac says, message me. Look
Okay,
right
perfect.
here in the comments, Asha Simone. There
Thank
we
you,
go.
Mac.
Connect with Mac, and she will hook you up.
Can we have her go live with us so she can talk about what they're doing? We can have them go live.
Of course. But then we can't repost it or something?
We can.
What was it? There was something that we couldn't do when we had someone join our live in the very beginning. We stopped doing it for that reason. What was it?
I don't know. I don't remember, baby.
I think we couldn't.
Why not, though?
I don't remember, but something happened.
Y'all
And we said,
remember?
oh, we can't do that anymore. Do you guys remember? It was in the very beginning.
It won't upload to YouTube.
Yeah. So we don't want that to happen. That was the problem.
Okay. Well then, sorry. Okay, so let's go. So Mac, I don't have all the details, Mac, of where you work. I know it's like a wellness center, but Mac, Latricia, who's Minor Things, Yvonne, Trisha, Mame. I think Sarah Rue is going to come there too. Brianna's not now. I'm probably missing someone. If I am, please let me know. But they are doing this whole like TCFAM Gives Back. They have banners. They're doing raffle. They're doing drawings. What do you call it? What do you call it when you do like a silent auction?
Auction, yeah.
And that's really awesome too. So they have a whole event planned in Laurita, in Houston this weekend. And Yasmin and Malik. Oh, Yasmin's coming. Is Malik your husband, Yasmin? That's so awesome. We didn't meet Malik. We've not met him. That's so sweet.
I love that.
If we were in town, we would have come to Houston.
Yes.
We would have come. So if you're in Houston, message Mac, Yvonne, Minor Things, Sarah Rue, anyone. Yes, we're in KC.
We are, Tisha.
We are. We actually we came here because we're here for my family reunion this weekend. And then because it's the anniversary weekend of TCFAM, we're going to do our TCFAM Gives Back this weekend in Kansas City.
We're going to try to volunteer over here in New Zealand too.
Let's do it.
Do it. Send us pictures.
Don't forget to tag us in pictures, video, put in your story, IG, TikTok, all that good stuff.
TCFAM Gives Back.
Yes. And then tomorrow we have two things planned tomorrow and Sunday, kind of.
I'm super excited, and I know you're excited.
You want to tell them?
Well, I think it's something that you should talk about because it's so personal and near and dear to your heart. It has a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I was telling T, what we're doing tomorrow is something super special and close to her heart. And I told her it's like it's a full circle moment in her life. And so I'm so excited and so proud to be there with you.
Thank you, baby.
And rewriting that story. So tell them, baby, because it's really powerful and special.
So tomorrow we are going to volunteer at a food pantry. And I think if you've been here for a while, I may have talked briefly just kind of about my experience, growing up. But food insecurity is very close to my heart, like very, very close. And it's just because of my experience growing up. I think it's no secret to those of you who've been around that we grew up in pretty poor. And because of that, we had to rely on a lot of assistance and, handouts and hand-me-downs and everything else just to be able to make ends meet. And it was very common that we would have to go to the pantry. And there was a local church in our community that had a pantry every single week. And at the pantry, we could go and we could get like canned goods or boxed macaroni or just, food basically. And then once a month, they would have fresh fruit at the pantry, which I know. And so we would go every single week. We would go to the food pantry. And then when it was Christmas time, we even went there to get gifts because Mom couldn't afford to buy presents. And so we would go there and she'd tell me to pick out things. I'd pick out a few things and she'd wrap them up for me. So on Christmas, I would have something to open, even though I knew what it was. And so it's really just like, to be able to go back and go to a food pantry where there are 90 families registered to come and get food. It just reminds me of just like, just like God's power and God's favor, because at this point, I don't need to go to a food pantry, but I can volunteer or stuff a food pantry at this point, And so it's really just very special. We're going to do that tomorrow with my wife to be able to do that with me. So it's very personal. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to help the Ronald McDonald House. And so, a lot of young children who have very severe illnesses, they're able to get treatment and not have to pay anything. And the families are able to stay there and not have to worry about a place to stay when their kids are getting treatment. And so my whole family, my wife and I and my aunt and my uncle, tomorrow, we are going to, after we volunteer in the morning, we are going to put together 25 packages for families of just different things like little treats and trinkets and snacks and water and puzzles and things to keep them busy while their children are being treated for severe illness. And so those are the two things we're doing in Kansas City. It's kind of cool to do it somewhere else. Like, and so one thing my wife and I committed to doing is once a month is that we are going to do a TCFAM, like we're going to volunteer personally, and anyone who's in Dallas or around us where we are, we're going to have you come with us and we're going to volunteer together. And again, it's really just about giving back and paying it forward. Like you're blessed to bless others. And we really truly believe that, for sure. We really believe that. So we're really excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining into this. Thank you for those who've been able to pledge. If you can't pledge this weekend because you're working or doing other things, you can volunteer anytime and still say TCFAM Gives Back. Okay? Yeah. What else pretty?
It's a lot. It's a big weekend. It's such a meaningful, thing that we're all participating in. So Big Niece said we're proud of y'all. We're so proud of all of you guys. Truly,
sure.
The stories about what you're doing and coming together. That's really touching for us too. To see the community that you guys have created.
Yeah.
Just makes us really proud.
It's true. You did this week, and I missed it.
no.
Orientation.
She said it was
and
eye-opening.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! I don't know if we saw pictures or anything.
No, we didn't
or
see.
Or tag it. Yeah. So we're so excited. We're so excited this weekend. It is amazing, Charlotte. We could not have said it better ourselves. We're very proud of our community. For sure. You guys, we had a very stressful morning. We're going to transition to talk about our morning. And baby, I have it in my phone if you want to read what you sent me. If you want to.
Okay.
Or you can just talk about it, whatever. It's up to you.
I might read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, your auntie's been through it. Your auntie's been through it today. First of all, y'all had us up to 2 in the morning playing cards.
At least.
Well, we were up anyway, maybe 1 o'clock.
Girl, what happened this morning?
The babies were fine. Charli has a hernia, I think, for sure, from her surgery. So it's bigger this morning. So we're like, oh, Lord.
A real hernia. Like,
yeah.
It's not a joke. That's because from day one, she was doing the stairs, which is why we were, trying to keep her sedated so that she wouldn't be running and jumping, because that's what they told us to do. Yeah, because they cut her tummy open. And she just can't sit still. And so now she has this protrusion. So they're probably going to have to do something because that's just not healthy.
Yeah.
Are you okay,
And she's a baby, so she can't have that for ever.
Yeah.
So that's not what we're going to talk about. So then we knew, okay, we have to leave the house by 12:30 to get to the airport on time.
And who was on time?
My baby was ready at 12:25. She was ready, which
baby
I was shocked.
was on time.
I was just too stunned to speak. But I told you I was proud of you. So I came down about 12:35, a little bit later. But then we had to say bye to the puppies. We had to say bye, to our friends. We were like, okay, so we left about 12:49. Now our flight leaves at 2:44, and it was 12:49. So we got in the car, and I'm like, oh, babe, we can make it. We're going to go the express lane. You can go 75. We'll get there in 45 minutes. So we get on the highway in the express lane. First, there's an accident. Then there's construction. We were in line. We were on the highway for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, easily, stalled. And we were like, oh, my God, there's no way we're going to make this flight, because it was putting us there at 1:51.
It added, 45 minutes to our trip?
So
by taking the express lane that got stopped versus the right lane.
And so when you check a bag, you have to check it 45 minutes for the flight. And our flight was at 2:44. So it went from 1:51, then it was 1:53. And your auntie had not secured a valet reservation. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so it was very busy. I was like, oh my God, babe, we have to valet.
And we
didn't
had
have time
to valet.
park.
There was no other way we could have made our flight.
It was horrible. So I'm on the phone driving like a bat out of hell by the time we could drive, saying, hey, can you meet us at 2:00? We're valing our car. We need you to meet us at this gate or whatever, right? So they came, they were there. We got our luggage out. It's 2:00. Now, mind you, the flight leaves at 2:44, which means we've already missed the 45-minute window to check in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're running to get to the gate. The agent had someone who wanted to talk about the weather and all kind of stuff. We're like, please, please, please let us like check in. Then it was 2:05. My brother came
When
over.
we got to the counter.
And I said, and he said, actually, I'm not sure if I can get your luggage on. It's 2:05.
I said, I'm stressed thinking about it.
Then we got a message saying, your flight is boarding. We hadn't even gone through security. We're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So he said he's going to do his best. He got us in, thankfully. We, got our luggage in.
But couldn't guarantee that we would get our bags.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be on some flight, but probably not our flight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll just take it. Let's go.
So we were like, oh my God, it doesn't matter. Let's just go. Let's roll. So we get through there. I'm like, hey, baby. And I was like, oh, I don't have my phone. Where's my phone? Baby, call my phone. I didn't have the phone. I'm running.
Late.
Luggage might not
No
get
phone.
there. The lines are out the wazoo door because it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm running, hoping he didn't drive off in my car because I valeted it. And he was about to take off in my car, and I got my phone. Ran back. Baby, let's get in line. Now, good thing is we didn't have to go to the general line because we were priority, which helped because we were able to go straight through and took 2 minutes. So we get there, great. TSA pre-check also, boom. Wife's like, baby, pre-check is not on my pass. She had to get in the regular line for security.
And she was already
and I was
through.
done through the line. It was my fault because
I was 15 minutes at least in that line. At least.
Mind you, this time it's 2:20. The plane leaves
They've been boarding since we were at
2:44.
the ticket counter.
Yeah. So anyway, my baby gets through. That was my bad because sometimes for some reason it does not get her pre-check on there, but she's pre-checked. They didn't, and I need to double check that.
Maybe.
And so we were racing. No, before that, I'm waiting for my wife. I'm just standing there looking like, please hurry, please hurry. Hi, Auntie Tracie. I was stressed as hell, y'all. I said, oh, hi. She said, oh, my name is...
You told me. What was it?
I forgot. Anyway, if you're here, you were on your way to Miami to go visit your family. Nice to meet you. I know, look stressed because we were trying to get whatever. So we said hi.
Where's Auntie Cheryl?
I know. Then baby waved at her from the other
Back here.
side of the line. They were running to the gate. Literally, they were boarding 9 of 9.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know your aunties ain't not in boarding group 9. Nothing wrong with it, but we not, right? So we get up there and he's like, oh, perfect. You're number 1 in line for the first class upgrade, Amisha. And
I was
said-
number 2.
And she's number 2 because she was with me. And she said, I said, baby, take the seat. Take the first class seat. She's like, no. I said, no, take it. And then what happened, you guys, is beautiful. I just really think you should read it.
Okay. You can always stop us at the airport. We love saying hi to TCFAM.
I'm so much better now. Okay.
Do you want to read it?
No, baby.
Okay.
It's your story. Do the long one, the long version.
Okay.
Anyway, my baby wrote out something on the plane because it really was like, it ended with a beautiful moment. Or you can do whichever one you want.
I can do this one.
Okay.
So something really special happened, and you'll hear it in this story. But after it happened on the flight, I was sitting in 3A, and T was on 8?
9.
9. So I could see her right behind me. But after it happened, I thought I need to write this down because I need to share it. Because it was really, really special. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wrote it in a story format. So the scene is DFW Airport, Terminal B, 3:05 p.m., flight time 3:30. But then we back up to getting to the airport. Construction had throttled the freeway like a stubborn tourniquet. Horns blared, GPS rerouted, and Tracie's fingers drummed the steering wheel. Baby, we're going to miss it, I breathed. No, we're not, she shot back as the traffic cleared. 45 minutes into, yeah. Laser focused. TCFAM Gives Back can't happen without us. That's true. Because Tracie is the most amazing planner. Valet was waiting curbside. Doors yanked open, bags whisked away. We sprinted inside. Shoes barely on. Breath shallow. We exchanged quick hellos and waves with a surprised TCFAM member weaving through the TSA beside us. Bright lips, wide smiles, happy hearts, flashing that we got you grin you only get from TCFAM. Boarding gate, 322. Upgrade list, Tracie number 1, me number 2. Only 1 seat free in first class. You take it, I said. No, Cheryl, you. Before I could argue, Tracie told the agent, Cheryl Parser will take my seat. One decisive nod. There was no time left to protest. I kissed her cheek, I whispered, love you, and hurried down the jet bridge. Cabin, row 3, 328. So we haven't taken off yet. Shades are down to combat the Texas heat. It was hot, wasn't it? I slid into 3A window left side. Ahead of me in 2A, a woman in her early 50s fidgeted, cheeks blotched crimson. I recognized it instantly. Panic attack. The aircraft pushed back. Her breath turned ragged. Have we taken off yet? She croaked, head half swiveled, peering between the seat and the window, eyes wide. So guys, I'm sitting behind. She's sitting in front of me, right? I'm going to lean in.
That's fine.
This is the window over here. And this little head of this 50-year-old woman is coming back towards me, like in panic. I said, not yet, I soothed. We're about to now. The rollout felt like potholes in the sky. Liftoff came with a jolt. The climb was choppy. Her fear escalated, hands trembling, shoulders quaking. Then her right hand snaked between our seats, clawing the air for something, anything solid. I offered both my hands from behind. I said, I've got you. Rest your head here. She said, will you hold me? She laid her forehead on my forearm. I clasped her thin wrists. Breathe with me, I coached. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. I was telling her how to hold it and all of that because she was just breathing she was about to hyperventilate. She tried, but shallow gulps kept tipping toward hyperventilation. I said, say it with me. I whispered close to her ear, I'm okay. Everything is okay. And she tried, I'm okay. She echoed with her voice quivering, everything is okay. We rode the turbulence together for nearly 10 minutes, repeating the mantra. Each cycle peeled a layer of fear away. I could see it just slowly going away. Not completely, but slowly. Each exhale steadied her pulse. At last, she turned, cheeks tear-streaked, whispering, I'm so embarrassed. And I said, there's no need for shame. This is what we're here for, helping each other. She looked in my face. Her eyes were glassy but clear. She said, you are my angel. I've flown everywhere, Israel, Europe, and this has never happened. But you're my angel. I said, we were meant to be here today, right now. I said, remember, you're okay. Everything is okay. When I'm alone, she began. I said, breathe in, exhale the fear, repeat the words. I finished. She nodded, I'm okay. Everything is okay. A shaky smile. Will you stay there? Right here behind you, I promised. But don't forget, you're okay. My mom's next to me, but I didn't want to wake her. She sniffled, noticing moisture on my hand. Tears, snoodle. I'm telling you, like, I was wet. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. She sniffled, noticing moisture on my hand. She says, oh gosh, napkins. She said, maybe some Germ-X. I said, I'm on it. I laughed and patted her hands before I slipped into the aisle. So a few minutes later, I was sitting back in the seat, and her mother had woken. Her arm was now draped around her daughter. Their fingers were entwined. I sank back into 3A with tears in my eyes. And I remembered our only real job in this life is to show up and to be love. That's it. That's all. And somehow, that is everything.
So my baby texted me and she said, baby, I was meant to be in this seat. And I was like, why? And then she sent me that. And then after we were going to get our luggage, I captured a little bit of it on video, but we were going to get our luggage, and the lady came up to my wife, and she was hugging her and holding her and thanking her and saying, you're my angel. I thank you so much. And it was so sweet. And they exchanged phone numbers too, which is really sweet. So, you just never know. Like, you guys, first of all, when we left the house, there was no seat left in first class. We were number one, but there was no seat. All of a sudden, a seat opened up. We were running so damn late. Maybe somebody else was, and that's why they missed their flight and the seat came up. We made the flight. We got our luggage. The valet met us there. My phone was still in the car. We got through the line at security. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. And it all could have been so you could be the person who comfort her during that time. Because that's how God works.
You know how often in your life, I mean, it just never happens that someone that you don't know just puts themselves emotionally, their whole heart, their fear, their everything they are in that moment that they're not expecting. She said she's never had a panic attack in her life, and she just reached out to me in this way that was so, I don't know a word for it. It was like just pure, and it was
tender.
fear, and it was tender, and she was just like a puppy trusting you. You know, that's what it felt like. And she said, will you hold me? Of course. You know, I was in my seatbelt, but I mean, I'm over the, and I'm holding her, and I could tell that she needed my strength in that moment. I could tell it. And so I wasn't just saying, girl, we're all right, don't worry, because we were taking off and it was rough. And she kept just like, and I said, we're all right. Like, I got right up in her face and I said, you're okay. We're okay. We're good. We're good. And then I started her with breathing, and, and every time we bumped, she would, and it was just really interesting to be able to help someone in that kind of human moment that we've all experienced, So, yeah, I was just, I was really touched by her. And guys, I told you this, you didn't see it. When we landed, she stood up in first class and she said, do you guys know who this woman is? And she pointed to me in the back behind her. It was so cute. She said, she's an angel. She saved my life. She told T that too. She saved my life. I said, we made it through, didn't we? And she said, you saved me. I said, we made it through. And that's all you have to do. Show up and be love and care and be in that moment. Because sometimes that's just all there is. And that can make the biggest difference for someone.
That's true. So true. You were supposed to be there. That's right.
That's what I felt. I told T, I said, I was supposed to be in this seat. And what a way to start.
TCFAM Gives Back weekend.
TCFAM Gives Back, because it's as easy as that. It's responding. When life gives you something, when life requires something, from you in your heart. Yeah, you answer the call. Right, baby?
That's right. I love it. Just never know.
Thank you.
So I wanted my baby to share that with you all. So sweet.
It was so sweet.
She was like, no, I'm not taking it. Yes, you are. Take a seat. And then because you needed to be there. And it's funny because before we got on the plane, she's like, baby, there's going to be turbulence. Like we're not going to be sitting by each other.
I
How
said,
are
what are you
gonna
going to do?
What are you going to do? Because I get a little like anxious. But she tells me the same thing. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. And I was like, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll be fine. And then I was. And then she needed you. So I was
And
fine.
guys, I never sit in first class. I don't. I always tell T, no, heavens no. You that's your upgrade status. You earned that, all those miles you put, I said no. And today, she just insisted. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been there.
I'll let you sit there. You take my seat. Yes, baby. Because remember that we did a video about it.
Oh yeah, because you
and
ended
then
up
sometimes
joining me.
I don't
Yeah.
even take the upgrade
Usually we
because
just
I want
go
to
back-
just sit
yeah.
with her. So
We
I'm
just
like,
go back
no, just go to
together.
the next person, so I can sit with my baby. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you all. We're so clingy. Not really.
It's okay to be clingy. It is okay, especially when you find your person you want to be clung to. You're welcome.
She is a safe person.
Hey, Joan. How are you, friend?
We're doing our TCFAM Gives Back. So actually we're here this weekend because it's my family reunion. And then while we're here, we're going to do our volunteer work here. But no event. It's just family time this weekend. So we're not going to...
Guys.
No TCFAM this weekend.
We're going to have... We're going to have a cookout.
It's going to rain, though. Hopefully it won't rain.
Yeah. It's supposed to be kind of outside. It's covered where we're going, or it was
And
before.
we didn't bring our
but-
fans.
And we forgot our fans.
Where
so we're
the
gonna
fans?
have to
We gotta go find some
some
fans.
fans so we can dance.
We can't show up to the cookout with no fans.
No.
They've already told us to bring fans.
They've already asked if we know how to use a fan
My baby's going to be in the front of the line teaching them what to do.
on Harriet. Yeah.
I know, Jazzy. We need them. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's it.
That's it. We just wanted to get on with
Tell
you
y'all
guys. Tell you we're in Kansas City. Tell you we're really excited to see all your pictures tomorrow and
And
throughout the
videos.
weekend. And and just tell you what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah.
And we'll keep in touch with y'all too. But we love y'all. We are literally going to go unpack and get ready for bed because we're tired tonight.
So we got to get up early.
Yeah. Got to see how close we are. So, all right. Thank you, Big Knee. Yes. Always thank God for safe travels because, you just never know. All right, you guys. We love y'all. Thanks for hopping on for a little bit with us. We hope that you've enjoyed like the whole week of fun lives like we would do for Christmas or birthdays, We'll probably pop on at some point this weekend and just kind of show you all maybe what we're doing, or y'all can say hi to my aunt and uncle or things like that. Okay. Love you, Mel.
Love you guys.
Good night, Sarah. Good night, Lindsay. Love you too. Lindsay, thank you for your message. I know we didn't respond. I actually meant to respond to it. That you shared the story about the person who, you witnessed them life-saving measures, and just know that we're thinking about you. Know that's not easy work. Thank you for sharing that with us, and we're glad that you were able to get just some warmth and a little laugh after having a hard day. So, all right, you guys.
We love all of you.
Bye, you all.
Thank you. Be sweet.
See y'all around.
And we'll talk to you later.
Bye, y'all.